What is up, guys? Yes. What is up, guys? Hey, if you guys are waiting, if you guys were waiting for this, I know there is a ton of people that have been waiting for this training. And here's the thing. Today, guys, I'm going to be showing you guys how to sell high-ticket digital products without having to do like freebies, without having to do giveaways, without having to like give away and sell your product, right? Like some people are so worried about like, oh man, like they're so focused on creating low ticket products. And here's the thing, if you don't know me, my name is Jeff Caldwell. Some of you guys have known me, some of you guys are joining and have never, right? If you have never met me, raise your hand. Well, I don't even know if you have a raise your hand feature, but here's the thing, if like, wherever you're at, raise your hand, because here's the thing, I'm in my new house, right? If you guys could hear me, make sure like this volume drop some comments if you guys are watching this on live, or if you guys are anywhere, right? If you guys are watching this live, drop some comments wherever you guys are, because here's the thing, I just recently, probably in this last, right, 2020, right, so 2020, some people were like, oh no, the worst year ever, and I was over here like, holy cow, this is one of the best years ever, and I'm gonna tell you guys why, and here's what's crazy, I ended up moving out of a 2-bedroom apartment, and I ended up moving out of a 2-bedroom apartment into a 5-bedroom house. Right now I'm in my downstairs of the 3-story house, so like, this is my little like kids hang out, plus my little office, plus my little like library, and a little Pac-Man machine with a gaming area. So we got Pablo watching from Loves Park. What up, Pablo? It looks like my time of man. What up, man? And so, guys, if you guys are watching wherever you're at, let us know. And now here's the cool thing, right? Like this training, it's kind of cool because if you're watching this replay, like I really, really just want you to like understand I am going to be doing what I'm teaching, right? If you guys are watching this replay, that's even better, right? Like, because here's the thing is the replay proves out this whole entire concept when we're done, right? And I've kind of mapped this out. I kind of have this like whiteboard already. I actually don't even have a marker, but I do see my absolutely lovely, beautiful wife on live. Woo, look at her, how cute she is. I'm just gonna leave her on here for a little bit for a while for clickbait. Look, woo. But I don't have a marker. So if she she sees my desperation call for a marker, maybe she'll bring it. All right, look, we got a lot of people. All right, we got Renthal, Montreal, Canada. We got Armando. We got Las Vegas. What up, man? We got Chris Fernando. All right, Fernandez, my bad. All right, so guys, we have Chris. All right, what up? So we are going to jump into the training. I am so excited that you guys are here live. We're going to be talking about high ticket digital products. Oh, my wife is on her way. Look, she came back. She's the best. All right. So look, guys, we have pens. You guys, so look, we can talk to people, and this live thing really works. So you guys can see it. You guys are here live. If you're watching the training in the replay, obviously it's not live, but here we are, the magic of the internet. I could record myself one time. You could watch it, and that training could be here forever. And so I'm excited that this whole process actually works. Let me see if my markers work. And they do. All right, success. All right, so guys, if you guys stay to the end, here's what I'm going to do. If you guys signed up for this training, I'm going to send you guys the blueprint, right? I actually mapped out this blueprint in a really cool, like kind of Canva sketch type thing, right? And I mapped it out. I'm going to have my wife brand it soon, and I'm just going to send it to you guys, your guys' email, and it's going to be this entire map and what I call like the high ticket like map, right? And here's the cool thing, right? Probably 3 years ago, I started making money online, right? I worked in my father-in-law's garage with a whiteboard very similar to this. Yeah, and like literally in his garage, and our family of 5 was staying in a 2-bedroom apartment, and I was working on a $7 product, right? Guys, let me tell you, I was working on a $7 product, and all I could say is bless those early days of Jeff. He had so much ambition, right? And here's the cool thing, right? I worked It's hours inside the garage. I remember my father-in-law's friends and family members coming over, and they would say, man, what are you always working on? I see you always working on, but what are you doing? And here's what I was doing. I was building a digital course, right? Has anybody else built a digital course ever in your life, right? So I was building a digital course, and like you have to understand, my father-in-law, every day they woke up, they went to a job. My mother-in-law, every day they woke up and went to a job. And I'm over there with my family of 5 living in their 1-bedroom room, can't afford to pay my own rent, and I'm working on a course. And I'm like, they're like, how much are you gonna sell the course for? And I'm like, $7. Right, $7. Right, so here is the thing. That course, it was kind of crazy, is because you get a couple $7 sales. It's not very interesting, and after a while, they're like, "Hey, like that's not enough money. Like not enough money to even pay rent. You have to you owe us $400, man." You know what I mean? So here's the crazy thing. I started off selling $7 products, and they actually that month they gave us an ultimatum. They said, "Hey, Jeff, you can either go get a job, or you could move out." Right. And so what do you guys think I did? Right. I ended up packing up that month, and we ended up moving out. Right. So we ended up moving out. And here's the thing. It's kind of crazy. Like with that $7 product, right? That $7 product, that I ended up taking a $3,000 PayPal loan out and investing into myself. Right? Check out this. Instead of going into a job, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to pay myself. I build websites for other people. I'm just going to pay myself to build this product for myself. So I took out a $3,000 loan, and I said, I'm going to do it. And I invested in myself, and I took that $7 product, and guess what? In 2 months, I ended up making $23,178 with the $7 product. Now let me ask you, if you had a $7 product and you wanted to make $23,170, would you be like, man, that's a great result? Who would be like, I love that result. That's sweet. Like really, for real. Would you be excited if you sold a $7 product and made $23,178? Be honest. Because here's the thing, I loved it. Man, I was balling. I paid rent early, right? Like I was caught up on my bills. I'm not gonna lie, $23,000 was phenomenal, right? It was phenomenal. Now here's the thing. After a while, $7 sales, low ticket products. Well, I mean that only goes for so far, right? And so here's what's crazy is I started to develop. This was 4 years ago. Does that make sense? 4 years ago, right? Like, I'm not selling the same $7 product. You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine if I was stuck on my 4-year story? Because here's the thing. That's a great story. I love it. Woo! But now here's the thing. My wife, which is some things, I think sometimes women are better than guys at doing things. Maybe we have better ideas. Maybe we have different parts and we have different brains, but sometimes women are just better at acting on things. Right? So here's the thing. My wife has proved me completely wrong in the last 3-4 years. Right? And now let me check this out, right? So not only has my wife shifted from selling, like she said, Jeff, you're selling small ticket products. We actually have to sell high ticket products to actually be successful, right? And so it's one of these things where it's like she started working with clients that she was charging $5,000 a month, one-on-one clients, right? So here goes, I'm not even selling courses anymore. I went to selling high ticket one-on-one services. And man, check this out. Our $5,000 a month when our client, we have 2 clients, right? Like imagine them paying $5,000 a month. Well, now instead of $23,000 just in 2 months, right? Then it kind of dries up, it kind of dwindles out. Now, check out this. Now we are getting paid, right? Now we are getting paid $5,000 a month by 2 people. Right? So guess what, right? We're getting paid $5,000 a month for 2 people, right? And here's the thing, right? They were paying us $5,000 a month to build websites and courses and all this stuff. And now, well, here's the thing. They wanted to build a course, but they weren't going to sell it for $7. You know what I mean? So Now, here's the thing. They were going to sell it for $7. They decided they were going to pay us $5,000 a month to build out a course, but they were going to start selling it at $9.97. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So they started selling at $997. Now, here's the thing. Do you see the only thing that I did, what I believe between my course and their course, is I changed the price. Do you guys see that? I changed the price of the course. Right, so now watch this, right? I'm gonna share my screen. And now here's the thing. Some of you guys are watching this and you guys are being like, all right, results, like you have to understand, not everybody's results are the same. Because understand, this is the course. This course, my course and her course, right? If you're even talking about digital products, you're even talking about courses, if you're talking about selling high-ticket digital products, whatever it is, right? This is a lot of work, right? So your product already has to be good. Your product already has to be good. Right now, here's the thing. So she started selling what I call her signature product, right? And so she put all of her effort into one single product. Right now, check out this. She started selling at $9.97. And I'm going to share my screen, and I promise you guys, results are not the same. Everybody has different results. Let me make sure I'm on the right page. Boom. That's the one. Right now, check out this. Right, just the other day, I posted it, and it's kind of crazy because just the other day, this client was like $146,000 in 3 months, right? Let me share my screen, right? Check out this, right? I'm going to share my screen for a few seconds, and look at this, right? So I was selling $7 products, and she started selling $1,000 products. $2,000 products, and now she sells a $3,000 product, and it's the same product. Right now, here's the thing. All right, so I'm going to pause this. I'm going to stop sharing. Right, so let me ask you guys. Let me ask you this. Do you want to start where I was 4 years ago? 4 years ago. Or do you want to start where our clients, my wife's clients, like, are today, selling $1,000 courses, selling, here's the thing, right? Now her product, she increased it after a few sales. She increased it after like the first week or 2 weeks of launching it, right? And then it went up to $1,997. And you know what's crazy? The content of the course never changed. When the price increased, the content of the course never changed. Only the price changed. Because here's the thing, she didn't want everyone in the world into our course. She wanted the best of the best, the people that are serious. And the first takers are the ones that are most serious. The second ones, well, guess what? They start to pay more. Then you start to get the people those are the ones that are actually paying more, and they're the more serious ones. Well, guess what? Now she's even getting even better candidates because she increased the price to $2,997. She increased it by a whole $1,000. And now her quality of candidate just increased that much more, right? So here's the thing is, how many of you guys have one-on-one services? Like one-on-one services that you're just like, you know what, like I have this one-on-one service that I help my client with. I get them phenomenal results. They pay me a lot of money to do it, but I want to take that information and put it into a course so that I could sell it at my high ticket price. And you know what's crazy? This client, she went from selling this $1,000 product and charging like $5,000 for her one-on-one services, right? And recently she charged $25,000 for a one-day retreat just to hang out with her, right? Because here's the thing, you know who she sold those packages to? And she's still selling them this week. You know who she sold these packages to? These people, right? The people that bought her $1,000 product. Well, guess what? Now she has this huge audience and pool that already purchased her course, already bought her product, already consumed hours and hours of her content. And now guess what? Now they want to give her more money because she's provided so much value, right? So let me ask you guys, who thinks that's a dream? And maybe one day you want to have that? Raise your hand. Maybe drop a comment, right? If you're live, drop your hand. Like drop a comment. If you're watching the replay, I just want you to raise your hand like a crazy person wherever you're at. All right, like just make people think you're weird. All right, it's all right, be weird. All right, so here's the thing. Now, what does it take? What does it take to achieve this? Right, like, right, Pablo? What up, Pablo? Right, Pablo's like, yes. What up? Yeah, double hands. All right, man. All right, so what does it take to achieve this? Right, here's the thing is, remember when I said, like, there is a process, and here's the thing is, this is what I call creating your signature product, right? So who here wants to have what's called a signature product, right? I'm talking about something, you guys see the website, like some of you guys are watching this on my website, some of you guys are watching this on my page, but guess what? Somewhere you see how do I find the screen? I'm so backwards. All right, my name, you see my name? That's my name. That's my signature. Do you guys see this training? Recently, I have thought, okay, Jeff, I can do anything in the world. I can create video games, right? I've been making video games with my kids. I could create video games. I could write a book. I could, guess what? I created a cannabis business and I bought it. I created it and I sold it. And guess what? I realized there's industries I don't want to be in. You know what I mean? There's industries, just because I enjoy something on my part-time doesn't mean it's the industry I want to be in. You know what I mean? And so here's the thing is I have thought, what do I want to be known for, right? When you say Jeff Caldwell, right? If somebody says, oh, I know that guy. He's the guy that helps you with high ticket digital products, right? Oh, yeah, that's the guy. Oh, man, what's up? All right, that's the thing. When you create a signature product, the first thing when somebody says your name or when they think of somewhere like, oh, I got to find that solution, they think of you, right? So here's the thing. That's what we're going to create. So this is one of the things. Our clients are known for a signature product, and they just keep increasing that price of the signature product, right? And then after they keep increasing the price of that, well, guess what? Their one-on-one services go up. Do you agree? If you're selling a digital product for $1,000, are you going to charge somebody $1,000 for your one-on-one services? Do you want to charge them that? Heck no. Right? If you're charging them $1,000 a month right now, and then all of a sudden you create a course that they could buy for $1,000, do you think that you're going to increase your prices to maybe $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month? Right? And here's the thing. That is indirectly associated with what we're going to talk about. You know what I mean? That has nothing to do with what we're actually going to be creating. That's just indirectly. You're going to indirectly be able to increase your prices, right? So here's the thing. If you already came here and you're like, man, I have to do low ticket products. I have to do like free giveaways. Like I have to do freebies, opt-ins, right? That's what everyone else is doing, right? Stop doing that, right? Here's the thing. I believe you have a signature product that you're not going to only be known for, you're going to have courses built at, but you're going to have books later on. But you got to start with a signature product, right? Let's establish what you are known for, right? So if you want to be known for a signature product, drop signature product, right? Write it below, right? Because here's the thing, that's what we're going to talk about. Because there is a process. You guys see this? Ooh, look at this. Look at this. You guys see all of this? There is a process. Now, let me ask you, what if this is not just like a pipe dream? What if this is not just like one day I'll have that, right? What if this is a repeatable process, right? So you can actually take what this information is and not just like, all right, because check this out, right? There's stages of every single part of this process. And it doesn't mean you have to get all of this up to make money. Right now, let me show you guys. Right, you guys want to show you how reproducible this is. Right, I'm going to share my screen again, guys. Remember, this is reproducible, but it also requires your work. Right, you guys want to know who a hard worker is? Jordan Keto. Right, that's my boy. Right, you guys want to know who a hard worker is? Pablo. Right, he's showing up. He's tagging people and sharing people with that. People will know what this is. Right, that's the type of work that it requires for you to actually do this. Jan, what up? All right. So here's the thing. I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm going to show you guys there's a process for every step. You could monetize the steps, right? Sure, you could only do the course, and you could launch the course, and now you have a course. You could start selling the course right away. You don't have to build a checkout page. You don't have to build a sales page. You don't have to build a training replay. You don't have to build a thank you page. You don't have to do any of this. You don't have to do any of this. But let me ask you, what if there was a duplicatable process that was completely repeatable? So all you have to do is take your course and set up a sales system, a proper sales system that is going to take a stranger that has never met you, they've never heard of your name before today, in your entire life, and guess what? They're going to take that stranger and you're going to turn them into a buyer of your course. Who's down? Right? Raise your hand. What if that is possible? Right? And I'm going to break down these processes, right? Now check this out. Are you ready? There is 3 steps. There's 3 steps from this entire process from start to finish, right? So there is the sales system, right? There's the actual system that is from start to finish, that is going to take the stranger from off of social media, off of the internet, wherever they are. And it's the actual process, right? It's the training videos, it's the sales websites, it's the course like pages. There's the actual online portion, right? Because here's the thing. A lot of people, they say, well, Jeff, like, I don't want to create an online business. I don't want to do this. Now, let me ask you, if you're watching the replay, and this is a 100% thing. If you're watching the replay on this, like if you're watching the live, drop live. I just want to say, what up to my live audience? Way to show up. You guys rock. But if you're watching the replay, this is 100% fact, because I hope you're watching the replay at some other time other than Friday, February 26th at 10:22. Because if you're not watching this live at that time, this is proven that this works, because this video is an entire sales process that you're going to have set up too. Right? This entire sales process you're going to have set up too, I promise. Right? Because this is the process that's going to take a complete stranger to a complete buyer, because you're going to set up this, right? Imagine you have this entire thing set up for you, right? It's like, oh, look, we got a lot of people live. Oh, you guys rock. All right, now, so here we go. The next process. Now we have, after we have this sales system, right? After we have this entire sales system, you're going to have a whole bunch of people that are interested, right? So imagine we create this really amazing, phenomenal, like launch system for your course, right? And now we create this like bucket, and it's like every time we pick up this bucket, we can fill it full of water. But guess what? That bucket has a ton of holes in it. Like just naturally, right? Like you guys see these gaps? Look at all these gaps. Oh man, you know what I mean? Every single time one of your visitors online jumps one of those gaps, every single time they go to an opt-in page, every single time they go to another page, you end up losing just a little bit of people. Just a little bit, right? Just a little bit, right? I mean, here's the thing. Check out this. Sometimes you enter 5,000 people on the front end. 5,000 people to the front end. Check this out. This is real numbers. And I'm going to show you, this is how leaky the bucket is, right? What if you put 5,000 people into a bucket, and by the time you get to the end, you have 146 sales, right? You have 146 sales, right? Now, here's the thing. If you're selling a low ticket product, well, that's not really possible. You're not going to be able to really get the sales to be able to like produce. However, if you're selling a high ticket product, well, guess what? 146 sales at $1,000 each equals $146,000, right? So completely different math, completely different math. However, the amount of people that entered is the same, right? The amount of people, right? So having this entire sales process. So now, just because we have this sales system, the very next thing is we want to have a follow-up system in place, right? So yes, there's the sales system, but number 2 is having the follow-up. And so I like to do that simply by email, because I mean, like, one, it's just you're able to set it up, build an automated response, and then you follow up with people. However, there's about 20 or 30 emails that guide people through this entire process, right? And that entire process follows up with people to be able to produce this 146 sales, right? And so there is a process with this, all right? And then the very last part, once you have your email follow-up, right? So like some of you guys watch this and you probably clicked it from an email, right? So that email is set up prior, right? So every single thing that I set up here is methodically thought out, is planned out, is set up in advance. So when you talk about like, sometimes I don't want an online business, well, think about this. If you set up something that can take a complete stranger from never knowing you to a high ticket sale, well, this is the entire process, right? Well, now here's the last one, right? So now we have a follow-up, right? That's that gets people to actually follow up so you don't have a leaky bucket. Right now, here's the last one, right? Right, my wife said, it's crazy how she had none of those pages. So she goes, it's crazy how she had none of those pages or websites before she started working with us. Oh, you are absolutely 1000% right. It's crazy. Right, and so here's the thing is, when we focus on this same exact sales system, this process is what brings a stranger to a buyer, right? So, but now how do we get them into it? How do we get into this? Right? How do we actually get into this? Right? And this is where it becomes, the thing is, check this out, is you see how every single one of these is a step? Every single one of these is a stage, right? So every single one is saying, hey, if they signed up for the training, show them this email. If they didn't buy, send them this email. If they did buy, send them this email. Well, guess what? Just the same way as we segment our follow-up, we also segment our ads the same way, right? So here's what's phenomenal is this entire process, we can segment and we could say, hey, I only want my ad on Facebook. Right? So if you guys see my ad on Facebook, what up? Hi. Right? I only want my ad on Facebook to show to people that have never met me. But I want them to check out this. Because she has 146 buyers, right? Check out what Facebook could do. Facebook, we could tell Facebook, hey, Facebook, I want 1 million people that look just like those buyers. Right? So once we get 100 buyers, we could say, I want 1 million people that look just like those 100 buyers. And so Facebook is going to say, sure, I'm going to give you this audience that you could put your ads in front of that are most likely to buy your course. Right? So, right? So, okay, so now we have 100 customers and we have this product that's selling, and now we have ads that are regularly bringing clients and customers to every single part of this funnel in follow-up sequences. And here's the thing is, all we have to do is duplicate that audience at the end, right? And sometimes we just say, all right, duplicate my website audience, duplicate my lead audience, duplicate my buyers. Right? And so here's the thing is, that happened at every single step of the way. And so as you can see, this is the whiteboard view. Right? Like, you guys can take this and you can say, all right, Jeff, I'm going to build this. I'm going to create exactly what you said, right? Or check this out. I'm going to put together 6 modules that are going to break this entire process down, right? This entire process, right? I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. 1 second, guys. All right, so I'm going to share my screen, and now when you guys see this, when you guys see my screen, you guys might see the price, right? You guys literally might see the price of what the course is today, right? So if you guys want to take me up on this offer, let's go back, right? So here we are. All right, so here's what we got, right? This is what I'm going to be calling launch your signature product, right? It says with John Stevens. It's definitely not with John Stevens. This is with Jeff. All right, so this is going to be called launching your signature product, right? And from start to finish, I'm going to help create the sales system that sells your course, right? And here's the thing is, if you notice, I didn't say your course. I am not teaching you what you're going to teach on, right? Here's the thing. If you have a product, I'm going to teach you maybe the outlines and structures of how to create like what you should teach on and kind of get you familiar with what you should teach on. Maybe you get a little like laser focused. However, guys, I am a salesman. I am literally a rainmaker. My goal is to make sales in your business. My goal is not to focus on what you're teaching, right? My goal is to make sure what you teach is phenomenal. But it is not to say, hey, you need to teach on this. Hey, you need to teach on digital marketing. Hey, you need to teach on this. If you teach, like, if you do courses, if you teach like templates, if you teach, social media marketing, it doesn't matter what you teach, what your course is about. I'm going to teach you the process to sell it, right? And that's what I believe is going to make your course successful, right? Because here's the thing: is you guys understand the money. Right? The money, up until this point, nobody even sees what's inside the course. They don't even know if it's good yet. Does that make sense? They're fully investing and trusting in you and your product. Let me make sure I'm streaming. All right, cool, I'm streaming. All right, let me go back to this. Right? They're fully trusting in you and your product that it's going to get them success, right? Based off what you sell them. And here's the thing is, there's an entire process that you're going to be bringing them through, right? So I'm going to help you set that up from start to finish, right? Here's what's really cool. Could you guys imagine how long this takes to set up? Right? My wife's clients, they paid us $5,000 a month for 3 months. For 3 months. Right? Just to set up this process, right? And here's what we're able to do. In this module, in this course, you guys are able to go through this in process and get templates that are like 90% done for you, right? Like, here's the thing is, these templates, imagine having every single page ready for you to be able to input your information, and now you just have to follow along in the guide, right? All you have to do is, okay, I have to add my subject line here. I have to add my headline here. Oh, this is where I create my training. Oh, this is what I should say on my training, right? I'm going to guide you through the entire process, right? Here's one of the other things. All right, this high ticket sales process, like I said, this is a 10-step sales process, right? So, okay, so I missed one, right? So you see where this says done for you course template, right? Some of you guys, this is just kind of like a bonus value. If you don't have a course put together, if you don't have a template or somebody to house your course, we're just going to make a beautiful course template for you, and it's just going to plug into your sales process. You can see right here, you see how there's create your little membership login or create your password. You guys see this? You're literally going to make it where you can give people passwords and membership access. Well, I'm going to give you the same access to that, right? So you see how it says set password and repeat password? You're going to be able to give your customers course access, right? So if you don't have a place to house it, I'm going to hook you up with that, right? Other than that, you're going to have a high ticket sales process. It's a 10-step sales process, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This thing's insane, right? So this is what it takes to be able to turn a complete stranger to sell high ticket products. And here's what's cool is, it's not like I'm one of those people where I like to do the bare minimum, but also it's not the bare minimum. I want to make it where it's fully successful, where it's running 24/7, fully automated, right? So here's what else you're going to get. You're going to get the email sequence. This is the secret weapon to keep the leads returning, right? So now when we put them in a bucket, they don't just fall through, right? We're able to properly follow up with them, right? And I'm going to give you the follow-up sequences for that, and at least the template, so you can just properly input them. It's just going to help you get done so much faster, right? The goal of this, right? The goal of this entire thing is, 1, to get you up successfully faster, but 2, to get up successful, right? I've already spent 4 years now doing this. We're not selling low ticket products anymore. We're graduated to high ticket products. And here's the thing is, wherever you're at, you don't have to start with low ticket products, right? Our clients, they didn't start with low ticket products. They started with high ticket products. And guess what? They got success way, way faster, right? So here we go. All right, Facebook ads. We have what I call the 3x4 method. I put plan, but the 3x4 method is going to help you set up your Facebook ads to deliver the leads and sales on a daily basis. For whatever your product is. And here's the thing is, even if you guys don't have some Facebook ads, I'll show you guys you could apply that same method to whatever marketing plan or marketing platform that you're going to use, whether it's Google ads or other restricted market platforms. All right, so here we go. So if you guys are in, you can just click the link below this video, or you could drop fire. Here's the thing. I'm going to set up, all right, I'm going to drop the link right here. Boom. All right, I'm gonna drop the link if you guys are watching live. There we go. All right, so if you guys are watching live, there is the link. And